Thank you for listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. The time is 45 minutes after the hour.
46 minutes past the hour. You are listening to Ghost Talk Radio with me as your host, Shelly Robertson. I invite you all to join us in chat at WBHM-DB.com, where you can ask me any questions you may have, or you can tell some of your own Valentine's Day haunting stories if you have any. Now, more importantly here, if you missed the first part of our show, we talked about the history of Valentine's Day, the tradition and customs of Valentine's Day in some of the other countries that I find fascinating, and of course, the madness and mayhem that happened on Valentine's Day, some of the hauntings. But if you did miss the first part of the show and you just dropped in, you can listen to the full show archive at WBHM-DB.com, or you can listen on Google Play, iTunes, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, all at your leisure. It's like we are everywhere you want to be, okay? So, talking about history, tradition, horrific happenings, and hauntings, all dealing on Valentine's Day. Now, yesterday, of course, was Valentine's Day, and I know there's probably several people, all of you working folks, who didn't get a chance to celebrate Valentine's Day with your sweethearts due to job schedules or school or busy running kids. And I would imagine that some of you will be celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend, maybe possibly even later tonight. So let's talk a little bit about, a couple of gifts and their meanings for Valentine's Day. For those of you who are last-minute Valentine's Day shoppers, or you just want to get a discount today, since things, they mark them down the next day, we can go over some of the meanings and see if, what you picked out or what you will pick out, profess your undying love to your significant other precisely how you'd like, right? All right, first let's talk about flowers. That's the most common gift for Valentine's Day, all right? Flowers. Everybody gets some kind of flower. And, I know a lot of guys are going to send flowers or gave flowers, but, what does the flower that you chose really mean? Do you know? Well, of course, roses are always a grand choice for the Valentine flower gift. And by the way, roses are probably the most popular flower given at Valentine's Day. Now, your choice of color could mean everything, all right? And for example, let's talk about a red rose, and it's a symbol of love and passion and respect, while the white roses is a representation of young love, like, either new relationship or younger people. And a yellow rose represents friendship. So if your honey gives you a yellow rose, not a good choice, okay? Purple roses, they signify enchantment or love at first sight and desire. All right, so that's a pretty good color to get. And if you want to send, a couple of different color choices together, the union of red and white roses, they signify unity. Okay, so if you're just like, unity. Now, if carnations are your flower of choice to give to your Valentine, red carnations signify very deep love, while the white ones represent your undying devotion. And when you send an arrangement mixed with both of those, the red and the white, it's a very great romantic sentiment that's perfect for a carnation. Now, of course, there is a flower that many of you probably don't associate so much with Valentine's Day, and it's probably actually the flower that you would think of for spring. But it is actually the flower that represents love, and that is the tulip. The color of the tulip you select makes a major impact, guys. Red tulip represent undying love, expressing the fact that your love has no limit. While the yellow tulip, on the other hand, it symbolizes hopeless love, making them sort of a bittersweet love flower, okay? Now, the perfect flower for young lovers is the primrose. And this flower specifically represents sweet and innocence of young love, like, teenagers, new relationships. So there you go. There is your Valentine gift giving advice on flowers. So I hope, fellas, you picked the right one and you did not send yellow roses. Okay? Next, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on here at the old Paulding County Jail in Paulding, Ohio. Of course, we do have the escape games running this month, and this month's theme is the Barker crime family. It is essentially the Barker crime family. They were captured after committing a host of crimes, including a bank robbery, and they were jailed, and eventually they hatched a plan to take over the jail and capture local residents to hold as hostages. Now, during this escape game, players have 60 minutes to escape the Barker crime family before they meet their demise. And yes, the Barker crime family is part of the game. Okay. I will tell you, this escape game is so much fun, and they help us with restoration efforts at the old Paulding County Jail. So, if you would like to learn more about the escape games or schedule an escape game session, just go to jailbreakcode9.com, and that's the number 9 in that address. At the website, you can read all about the themes, schedule game sessions, and even email the jailer if you have any further questions. We also have a full schedule of events for this spring, summer, and fall that are happening here at the old Paulding County Jail. And they are also listed on our website, 187pi.com. We do have many available dates for private paranormal investigations, as well as all the information you need to schedule a private investigation for you and your paranormal team. I will also make mention that all available dates for the 2019 year, they have been posted and no more will be added to the calendar. So if you want to get a private investigation going, I would suggest that you get them booked, first come, first served, and there'll be no more dates added to the calendar for that year. Just go to 187pi.com to check out your available dates, get info, and book your private session. Now, we also have some special events at the jail this year, which we have planned, which are coming up. And I want to remind you all, it is the most haunted jail in Ohio. Stuff happens here every day. And the special events we like to call that are coming up, they're the birthday party events. And what they are is exactly that, birthday parties for the resident spirits at the jail. We did a similar birthday party event for resident spirits who contacts us every year on the anniversary of his death, and that was for Gary Murray last year. His event was very successful. We found that he enjoyed this event rather than dwelling just on the tragic event that happened. on the anniversary of his death there. We got some fantastic evidence, and we know that it made him very, very happy. So that made us decide to do these special birthday events for all our resident spirits whom we know when their birthday is. Not only will this be a birthday celebration, but it will also be for research purposes. Tickets can be found on our Facebook page. Just type in 187PI at Facebook, in the search part, and we'll pop right up. Or they can be found on our website, 187pi.com, under events. And I will tell you, these events are very small, intimate events, and there are not that many tickets available. First come, first served, and all of them for the year are posted right now. Here is what we have coming up on our wonderful network, WBHM-DB. Sunday nights at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Fate Magazine Radio with host Kat Hobson. Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Paranormal Pride Show with host Denise Pridemore. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Paranormal Experience with Kat Hobson. And I will tell you, we have got some new shows in the listening lineup as well. And just go to the website, wbhm-db.com, and you can see all the new shows that are coming up and get the listening schedules. I am telling you, they're fantastic shows with great information and amazing guests. And you're going to want to make sure that you tune in. Now, as we come to a close tonight, I want to thank all of you who are listening, all my friends out there, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to listen to my live broadcast. Thank you all so much. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day if you've already celebrated, and if you have not, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Good night, everyone.
You're listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio, broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.